Hello.
And welcome to
Let the Girls Play. I'm Kelsey Bailey.
I'm Amelia Bain.
And we're here to talk about the WNBA Week 8. Left no crumbs.
8 and left no crumbs. 'Twas the night before All-Star.
Here we go. It's time. It's time for the three-point contest, the return of Sabrina Ionescu to the three-point contest, and Sonia Citron, who was using Kiki Iriafen as the racks that she'll be shooting from.
That's fun. They're having fun with it.
And that's the type of energy you should be bringing into All-Star. It's fun.
Yes.
It's fun and it's an honor.
It is an honor.
I don't know who I'm wagging my finger at, but someone deserves this.
I don't know who you're mad at, but I'm here. Let's go. Let's start it at 10.
I'm always a little bit mad.
Studbuds are going to live stream all of All-Star Weekend.
I
They
hope
said they're
so.
not going to turn the camera off. They said it's the whole time.
There's a lot of things that are going to be happening at All-Star, and Sydney Colson is debuting a stand-up set at
It's
All-Star.
time.
She's
It's
doing a
past time.
stand-up
This should have
special.
happened years ago. I
I'm
cannot
surprised
wait.
It wasn't the halftime show at the fucking finals in 2023 or something. But I'm so excited for that.
This is cool. And I like that they're letting her shine in this other way.
Showcasing the talents, the extracurriculars of our WNBA players, whether that's live streaming, whether that's stand-up comedy, or
God, I wish that Elena Deladon was still in so they could have
Doing
some sort of woodworking workshop. That would have been
at the convention or whatever, like where all the little stands are, have a little section where she's just making cutting boards for everybody.
I wish we could just, like, we don't have tickets for All-Star. We don't have plans to go to All-Star, but I wish we could just fly in for Sid Coulson's comedy show.
Yeah, how much would
And
that
then head
ticket
back
cost
home.
us? Yeah.
If anybody knows, can we get a ticket just to Sid's show?
Yeah.
Let's do it. If you're going to All-Star, have so much fun.
Feel free to
us
send
DMs.
us stuff.
Tag
DM
us in things. Tell us what's going on.
If you see Latricia Trammell wandering around with a big fish that she's caught, send us a picture.
Tell her we said hi.
We've gotten some great DMs from folks who are, they know we're LT heads, and when they see her in the audience, they send us DMs.
They just let us know.
Yeah, they just let us know. We get a lot of DMs about people saying, mommy's not wearing her blazer hoodie combo, or mommy is wearing her blazer hoodie combo. So thank you for keeping us updated there.
Yeah. Keep it up. We'd love to know either way.
We'd love to know either way. Even if you're just seeing her out in Vegas at a Cracker Barrel and she's there with her kids having breakfast, what is she wearing? We got to know. And we have some other people sliding in our DMs to say, you know what? Dick Fain, the announcer for the Seattle Storm, does sound like Steve Carell. And you know what? Steve Carell of the league.
Steve Carell of the
league. Can
league.
you imagine if we got that like moving enough and then Steve Carell came and did an announcing segment with the Seattle Storm for a game? And you don't know who's who? We got to loop Steve Carell with the Seattle Storm franchise and get him announcing a game alongside Dick Fain, whose name I did look up because I wanted to know.
Put some respect on his Fain.
Put some respect on his Fain. Dick Fain.
Kelsey, I'm talking so much about All-Star, which hasn't even happened yet. Should we talk about these games?
Let's.
We had some games.
We
had some good
Thank
games
you for keeping us on track. Otherwise, it would be me talking about...
I've never won. I think this is the second time ever I've gotten us back on track. It's always me taking us on a real journey.
As I tweak out, as they say in the comments, as we're tweaking.
We were accused of tweaking. And maybe we are.
Maybe we are. You know what? It's 8:30 a.m. where I am. I'm wired off of just coffee. Y'all can't tell. I got no bra on. It's the wild, wild west over here. So maybe I am tweaking a little bit.
Maybe we are tweaking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who's not tweaking?
The Dallas Wings.
They are cool as a cucumber, baby. The Dallas Wings.
3 straight L's this week.
They don't care.
And I think I do think some people care. I would say some people care.
You do? I mean, I don't think they are happy that they're losing, but I do think
Paige seems a little heartbroken.
Yeah.
Particularly in the game, I think it was against the Sky, where some people just straight up gave up during the game. I think Zaza was supposed to do a jump ball with somebody, and instead of even attempting to jump, she just sort of walked.
Yeah, that
away.
was strange. That would have made me mad too.
And Paige was like, come on, at least try. So I think some people are not feeling great.
Okay. I guess when I say people aren't upset, I meant I'm not upset.
Okay. The people or whatever.
Yeah, the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in some news, Leah Tu King has been waived from the Dallas Wings and re-signed once again. Don't buy a house, girly. Haley Jones. As we say, whenever someone gets signed to a hardship contract, don't buy a house, girly.
Don't buy the
commit.
house.
Don't sign up for even like a grocery rewards member for the local grocery chain of the city you're in. Don't sign up for HEB rewards. Don't get a Subway sandwich card that they punch every time.
Don't do a free trial of a month-long trial at the new Pilates studio.
Mm-hmm. You'll be heartbroken and stuck with 15 Pilates classes that you need to try and give away to Leah Rue. In their games this week against the Mercury, the Sky, and the Fever, 3 losses. I was really curious after having beaten the Mercury with their 4 rookie starting lineup. I thought, could they do it again? And the Mercury said, no, they cannot.
They said, children, we're not going to let you do that to us again.
We had our fun. Y'all,
you got us.
Y'all surprised us with how fast you are. These rookies got energies. These rookies stay running. But,
yeah, I mean, that's a team that maybe you squeak one away against the Mercury, but you're not going to beat them more than once.
AT won't allow it 2 times in a row. I don't think so.
AT with her wife back in town.
Oh my God, we'll get to it.
A superhero.
We'll get to it. But welcome back to the League Dewana Bonner. But I will say in all of this, obviously Paige is playing amazing basketball in the face of her team flopping some big games, in the face of Arike Agumbawale not being able to hit pretty much any shots against the Fever. She's still putting up big numbers, and she's staying committed, and she's staying positive, and she's out there playing her heart out. And I think she did give Arike her flowers for this game against the Fever, because Arike, the roller coaster was down. We were bottoming out at the roller coaster. Paige did say in the post-game press conference, like, but she found other ways to contribute in this game. She didn't allow herself to like lean back because she wasn't making her shots, which she has done in past games. She stayed in it.
Because Arike knows, after, a lifetime of being the Arike coaster, that if you're at the bottom, you're coming right back up soon.
Mm-hmm.
Arike knows.
Yeah. You got to find other things to do while you're at the bottom. You got to adjust your hair. You got to, But I'll tell you who is also on a roller coaster, riding right alongside that roller coaster. The Las Vegas Aces had some scary moments last week. With the injury of Asia Wilson in their game against the Liberty, I was like, dear God, no.
Earlier this week, I thought we were going to have to give a big prayers up for Asia, but she came back and actually had an incredible performance in a game, but she landed on her wrist in that game with the Liberty in a way that looked so bad and scary.
It's bad and scary, and that the player is goated when the athletic trainer from the opposing team runs out to help, and a player from the other team runs out with a bunch of like towels to like help shield you. That's respect.
Everybody running out from the Liberty bench like, that's our girl.
Yeah.
That's our friend.
Terry Acosta hopped up. That's the trainer for the New York Liberty, faster than frickin' some of the teammates from the Aces did, and she was out there on the floor talking to Asia.
The Aces need to try to sign her for a 7-day contract.
Terry Acosta?
Yeah.
They said, we liked the vibe the two of you had.
We liked the quickness.
The quickness. Yeah, you're pretty fast there. How are you at playing the one? But it was scary times, and Asia did sit out then against their game against the Mystics, where they lost by 1 freaking point to the Mystics. Let's go Sticks. But
let's go Sticks. I mean, the Sticks are rolling.
Sticks are rolling.
Can't be too mad losing to the Mystics. But
yeah.
Also, I'm sure Becky is just like, she wants any win she can get, because they are like down in the rankings in a way that Becky's not used to being down there.
Lost to the Liberty, a loss to the Mystics by 1 point, and then they beat the Valkyries by, I think, 2 points in a crazy game that was down to the wire.
Really crazy and fun. I love these down to the wire games.
I love it. The Valkyries were making the most insane threes by the end of that game. Tip Hayes was making one off 1 foot. Kayla Thornton made one where it looked like she was about to fall. Like, it was just like crazy. down to
Doing
the
some like
wire.
Marine Johannes type stuff.
They all
Yes.
said, let me be le magicien for a minute. But Asia came back and everyone was like, oh, will her wrist be okay? Will her wrist be okay? And she said, yeah, I'm going to give you an MVP level performance right now.
I only need the one wrist.
I just need
I
the
can
one
do
wrist.
it. Imagine Asia with 2 wrists in that game.
But right now, the Aces 10-11. I would love to see them at, an even 500 or above, but they are hovering down around like 9th or 10th place. I think
not good.
tied for 9th
not
place
enough.
right now. It's not enough, but I think I will say in all of this, in the 2 losses and the 1 win, the thing that gives me a lot of hope is that Nalissa Smith is playing pretty well. She's been a pretty good pickup for them, already producing in the 3 games that she's played, maybe 4 games that she's played for them, more points than Kia Stokes scored all season long. Which I know we're not comparing one to the other, but I think it just showcases what could have been had they been a little bit more proactive and realized the roster that they had.
Yeah, and we need points from everybody if we're going to win. Like, you can't have somebody in the starting lineup that's not going to score points.
That's not producing for you.
It's just not going to work.
So shout out to Nalissa Smith, and also shout out Dana Evans, really balling her damn mind out in these past couple games as well. So it's really nice to see, and keep up the momentum, Aces. We love ya, but I'll tell you what, I don't love them as much as I love my Chicago Sky this week.
Let's go,
Let's
Sky.
go,
this
Sky.
was such a fun week.
It was a fun week to be a Sky fan, a fun week to be an Angel Reese fan, a fun week to be a Camila Cardozo fan. They got 2 wins, 1 against the Wings, and baby 1 against the Lynx. Y'all ain't beat Chicago, or whatever that quote was that Courtney Williams had.
Y'all ain't beat Chicago. That was the most fun I've had watching a game in a long time. That was like, Angel was, first of all, there were shirts on all of the seats in the arena with Angel on them, her 2K cover. And Angel rose to the occasion. She was like, okay, everybody has a shirt with my face. I can't flop in this game.
I can't flop against Fee.
Yeah, I got to let everybody know that I deserve to be on that shirt. And she did. And she was getting the crowd fired up. I was just so happy for Angel.
She was running the floor. She was she was playing point guard for a little bit. She was doing some crossovers. She was having a great time out there, and it was infectious. And I think like also in that game against the Wings, when she was picking up Beck Allen, she's just like, we've been saying, where is Angel? I want Angel back, just mentally, and like, having
the
her
fun
heart
Angel.
there. The fun Angel that we got to really enjoy during Unrivaled.
I was pretty scared at the end of that Lynx game because the Lynx are they can shoot threes so well. They can score so effectively and efficiently. I needed them to be up like 30 to trust that they could win. But to have the Lynx come back and still hold them off to win that game, that was tough. That's a tough win by the Sky.
Shout out to the Sky. I feel like after this All-Star break, we're going to see a new point guard being signed to the Sky. We're going to see just them turning it around and bringing it all together, in my opinion.
Yes. I mean, you say they're going to sign a guard, but we've been saying sign a guard
for
weeks.
They have to. I love Rachel Bannum, but she's not their point guard. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, she's doing a fine job, but
yeah.
And their bigs are playing so well. Like you have in the outline here, shout out Elizabeth Williams.
Love her.
Like also, they have 3 bigs who are balling out of their mind. They really need just a point guard.
They just need a point guard to bring it all together.
Feed the bigs.
Feed the bigs. Feed them, Seymour. And who that point guard will be, I do not know. I look forward to finding out. And from the Windy City, let's go to our nation's capital, the Washington Mystics, where it is absolutely stick season, honey. Those are 3 wins this week. We're at 11-10. Big win against the Sky, against the Aces, and last night's game against the Storm. They were down for most of the game. They pulled it the hell off. I love my sticks. I love my rookies.
Maybe the Sky are like runner-up best vibes in the league this week. But I still think the Mystics are holding strong best vibes in the league.
Absolutely.
They're so fun.
They
fun. Love each other.
I don't know if you've seen all those videos of Georgia Amore just dancing. She keeps posting all of these videos. She's a great dancer. Also, looks like the knee is doing okay if she's able to be dancing like that.
She can do that.
Get her back.
Yeah. Get her back right now.
Get her back right now.
And that's a shout out to, you're doing what you can for your team. Even though you can't be out there on the court with them, you're distracting Paige by giving AZ the jersey.
Mm-hmm.
You're dancing. You're showing up. You can be a great teammate off the court.
It's the mind games that you're able to contribute when you can't play the physical game, But I also want to say a mind game that I think is working. The rumors that they were going to trade Aaliyah Edwards has only made her play even better to make her seem like you really want to get rid of me when I'm helping y'all win these games. When I can do this?
Oh, and that is very toxic, but I do think it's probably effective to kind of get a little whisper going on that like, we might trade you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in a relationship and...
Yeah, that's a really great relationship tactic is to say, I might leave you.
I might leave you. There's rumors I'm cheating on you.
There's rumors I'm moving somewhere else.
And I think if nothing else, you should try and use the WNBA as a textbook for how you should have interpersonal relationships in your life.
Yes.
Romantic relationships with people. Trade them. Say you're going to get rid of them. Just really manipulate them until they are the person that you want them to be. This is coming from a single person.
Co-signed by a married person.
Yeah, co-signed by a married person, though, so I think that's important.
Yeah, so it counts.
But yeah, let's go, Sticks. Excited to see the two rookies at All-Star, Kiki and Sonia. Stick season, baby.
Stick season. It still hurts a little bit that we're not going to have a official Slim Summer at All-Star, but it is still Slim Summer.
Mm-hmm.
All summer.
All-Star's 2 days long. Slim Summer?
Slim Summer?
3 months, baby. 4 months, however long summer is. I don't know.
And if they make a little playoff run, Slim Summer could last into the fall.
It's a slim fall, baby. Move over, Christian girl autumn. It's slim.
It's slim
girl fall. It's slim player fall.
We've been talking a lot about All-Star. Let's talk about the team who is hosting All-Star Weekend, the Indiana Fever.
Also sitting at 11-10, a loss to the Valkyries, but some big wins against the Dream and the Wings.
They've got Caitlin Clark back. They're figuring out how she fits back into that team that was kind of thriving without her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they're kind of, we saw in that game against the Wings, they're kind of firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely,
with her
moving
back.
super fast. And also I want to give a shout out to Michaela Timpson, the rookie. She's been playing great. She's been getting some big blocks. She's very talented.
I love seeing a rookie shine.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't young people dream?
Why can't young people dream? Sorry, DT, we're
ageist.
We're ageist. We're taking your quote and we're flipping it to work in our benefit in this
how we need it to work.
How we need it to work. But Michaela Timpson has been really great. Shout out. Also, obviously, shout out Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, who really, I think, are the Fever's engine right now. We're always talking about like the Fever are great because of Caitlin, but it's like, no, I think the Fever are just like a good team. Like, they're
a really good team.
Aaliyah Boston's going to be an MVP at some point in the next 5 years, I think.
And she's cozying up even more to Candace Parker, who can mentor her. Like Lisa Leslie is mentoring Angel. And that's been so helpful. I feel like you study at the feet of Candace Parker. Come on. You're a lock for MVP at some point.
Absolutely. So I think it's just really nice to see. And I think there is like, the conversation around like CCE is the Fever, but it's like, yes, CCE is part of what makes the Fever such a dangerous threat in this league. But like, let's go Kelsey and let's go Aaliyah. Yeah.
Like she can tip them over, Caitlin, and make them a great team. But even without her, they're a very good team.
Yeah, they're freaking Commissioner's Cup champions without her.
Let's go.
So let's go. And I'm just saying, this is all positive. This is is no hate.
This is just we want to show love to all of these players, and
please
shout out to the Fever. Really a great. I don't know. Their record is they're just a little over 500, but I think they have had a great start to the season, and I expect that they're going to have an even better second half of the season than they did first.
They're powering up. And you know who powered up for one of their games this week? The Connecticut Sun in a big win against the Seattle Storm.
Such an upset. So fun. The Let the Girls Play reverse curse continues. Yeah, it's beautiful to see them, especially to see Tina giving us a performance that we know Tina Charles can give us. 29 points, 11 rebounds. Let's go.
in a huge win against one of the top 4 ranked teams. A lot of people were saying it's because it was camp day and the kids were absolutely losing their damn minds. People were like,
They did it for the kids.
there were the sixth woman out there were the kids. But yeah, just an amazing win over the Storm, and I'm sure that had to be good for morale, even though they did play the Storm immediately after and then lost. I think they should still really be
They still
proud of
got that win.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with a little chippy between Bria Hartley and Skylar Diggins. I think this was the
Yes.
week of chippy for Bria Hartley because she also got chippy with Rakia Jackson.
Something's boiling over for Bria this
Mhm.
week.
She's like,
And-
I'm reaching my boiling point. I'm upset about Love Island or whatever. I don't know what else.
Yeah.
is.
And it could be, who knows? It could be totally basketball. It could be unrelated. It could be, we have no idea. But if you want to let us know, Bria, let us know.
DM us.
DM us. We want to know, like, what is happening off the court
Mhm.
that has you
Mhm.
up to here.
Yeah, be
And
our
it could
deep
also
throat.
just
Yeah.
be like playing on a team that has very few wins.
Yes.
That could be it too.
That could be it too. Feel free to when we say feel free to slide into our DMs, it's not just about have you seen Latricia Trammell and what is Becky wearing. It's also if you're a player, what's happening in your in your life.
If you need to vent,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're a safe space. But the one thing in the game against the Sparks, I was at the Sparks game, sitting quite close because tickets were a steal, and I was really able to see the Fish and Chippy up close with Rakia Jackson and Bria Hartley, where Rakia Jackson was like, "You're weak," like saying all of these things, and then they took it from the court to Instagram stories. I don't know if you saw it. I have it linked
I
out
didn't.
here.
I missed that.
But Rakia Jackson posted something where there was just like a story, like probably like ESPNW or Bleacher Report or somebody like clipped Rakia Jackson like chirping at Bria Hartley, and then Bria Hartley shared in her story who's weak as hell, because that's what Rakia kept saying, like you're weak, all of these things, and then Rakia in her Instagram story sort of responded and said, whoever lost today. So they were kind of still going back and forth to each other.
It's not over.
It's not over. It's never over.
And this is why it's so cool to have these younger players who have always had social media, who just know how to trash talk in a way that I could never, you know?
Couldn't be me. Also, shout out Tina Charles, who became the second ever player to reach 8,000 points. She just keeps getting better and better. And this is not her last season. I can't imagine this is her last season playing.
It's hard to say she's getting better and better because she has had so many great seasons and an MVP season behind her, but she's
not slowing down.
Yeah. She's not slowing down.
There's still gas in the tank.
Absolutely.
Her low gas light has not, what is it? Gas light has not come on.
Yeah. It's not even on.
It's
and
not
then
even
as
on.
we know,
And
once
you can
it
still
comes
go
on,
50 miles.
you got a little bit left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still go 40 miles or whatever it is.
We're going to see more points
Mm-hmm.
from Tina Charles.
We're going to see more. But also this week, just really quickly, waived from the Connecticut Sun, Haley Peters and Jaylen Brown. Shout out. Thank you for your support of the Connecticut Sun. Interested to see if they add any other new people to their roster. But a team that has added a new person to their roster, who I think is doing great. Welcome to the Seattle Storm, Tiffany Mitchell. I think you're going to like it here better than you did at Las Vegas.
Yeah. You've exited one seemingly toxic workplace and entered one where a formerly toxic workplace that actually now I'd like to say seems pretty great. Seems pretty fun. At this point, we can say the bullying has ended. And we'll say that, and there will be another investigation this week. You know it's going to happen. It's going to be like breaking story.
Yeah.
The Seattle Storm.
Yeah, Sue Bird says
investigation.
she's being bullied by the Seattle Storm. 2 losses this week and 1 win over the Sun. One, obviously, the loss to the Sun, and yesterday's loss to the Mystics, and their win against the Sun for the second time, sitting at 13-9 right now. I believe they're tied with the Atlanta Dream, if not ahead of the Atlanta Dream, but just behind the Liberty and the Mercury. What an interesting top 5 teams we have just sort of cycling through here.
Yeah. It's like nobody can, except for the Lynx, who are pretty firmly
Yeah, they're like 4
on
wins
top.
ahead of everybody.
Nobody else knows where they want to be. Everybody's like, am I a 2 seed? Am I a 4 seed? They're trying different things out. And depending on the week, I have different feelings about who I want in what order.
I know. Same.
It's really, and that's how you know it's a good league.
It's just everybody's neck and neck.
There's so many teams.
There's so many teams. It's neck and neck, and there's only going to be more teams. My God, imagine next season when there's 2 more teams added in that we have to talk about.
Get ready to hear us talk for about 10 minutes longer per episode.
Yeah, that's generous. Get ready for us to talk 20 more minutes.
Pretty soon we're going to be just live streaming 24 hours like Stud Buds.
Absolutely.
To be able to cover all the games.
Absolutely. And speaking of our Stud Buds, let's talk about the Minnesota Lynx. Waived Alyssa Peely this week. Interested to see what they have in the works going there too.
And it was weird timing. It was right after that loss to Chicago.
Where she didn't even play.
And she didn't even play. Had nothing to do with the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
And Zazzle Queen said, you know what? We need a bad guy. We need someone to blame. Alyssa, you're out.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel bad because I do think she's so beloved by the fans and doesn't get a lot of playing time. It's sort of like it's a bit of a curse to be on the Liberty or the Lynx as a rookie or a second-year player because, like, you just don't get to play.
Yeah.
And I hope she gets another chance somewhere else.
I do too. I hope the place that she gets to go is the Los Angeles Sparks. A random poll from, well, not really random, but Lynn Roberts was Alyssa Peely's coach in Utah. So I'm like, maybe that would be a nice, maybe she brings her in. They get
she knows how to
nice
coach her. She knows how to utilize her. Yeah. Kelsey gets to sit 3 rows back at an Alyssa Peely game soon. That'd be fun.
So that's just a prediction. Who knows? I am not a general manager of anything other than my apartment. And even that, I think my dog probably
Tilly
runs
the
this
dog
place.
is in charge.
Yeah, Tilly the dog is in charge. And shout out to the Lynx, 18-4, 2 losses this week to the Mercury and to the Sky, 1 win against the Sparks, and 1 technical foul to our Zazzle Queen in that game against the Sky. So
she had to do something.
She had to do something.
I think
she had to do something.
It's strategic at a certain point to be like, this is getting out of hand. I have to do something to change the energy. Just go scream at a referee.
Who can I scream at? I gotta get this energy out somewhere. And a team that did get some energy out this week, the Los Angeles Sparks, waiving Mercedes Russell, losing to the Lynx, but then we already talked about it, a neck and neck game against the Sun.
I want to hear, Kelsey, more about your experience at like boots on the ground, sitting pretty close to courtside. You sent me a picture of somebody that they've conveniently rolled back out now that we have,
they put Kathy on the stilts.
Yeah.
Kathy on the stilts was there in the flesh. Got to see Kathy on the stilts.
AKA
Cameron Brink, who will be returning after All-Star break. The news has been confirmed. She is a real person. She will be playing again. That's part of the reason why Mercedes Russell was waived. They have so many bigs. So interested to see how her return will be. I forget what her game is even like because it's been so long. Welcome back, Cameron Brink. Excited to see you ball out. Will she be starting over Azurá Stevens, who's having an amazing year this year? I don't know. I don't think so. I can't imagine.
I wouldn't do it. Especially, maybe it's limited minutes to ramp Cam back up to be able to, And also, Azurá is #Azurá Summer. It's been like a real.
I love her. She
really
had a great game
season.
in the game against the Sun. I love a big who can hit a 3. Got to meet some really nice season ticket holders who are super lovely. This isn't the first Sparks game that I went to this season, but it is the closest I have sat to the court. I got to see sort of, there was like a little bit of a interesting dynamic between Dearica Hamby and Kelsey Plum at one point where they seemed a little annoyed with each other. I think Kelsey wasn't running some plays right, and Dearica was getting very annoyed with Kelsey Plum in a way where I was like, interesting. What's this dynamic like off the court?
And that's the kind of thing that you can't see on TV. That's the kind of thing that we need people there on the ground
to be able to
picking up
listen
on
and start
the
picking
emotional
up on.
contagion. Like you picked up on whatever they were experiencing.
And now I'm going to be watching the games differently. I'm going to see how much are they interacting, how much is she passing the ball to her, what's going on here.
I wonder if it's the kind of thing where like I am probably ruder to my brother and he is like more of a stinker to me than anyone on earth, because we know like we can be stinkers to each other and we love each other. So I wonder if they've got this history in Vegas. And maybe they can stink at each other a little bit,
they can
because
stink at each other, no, it's still love.
Because they're family.
They're family.
That's what I hope.
Ohana.
Ohana means family.
I know, that's right. Let's talk about our other family, who we love, who's having some fun. Golden State Valkyries, 10-10, perfect 500, babe.
We have been in a long distance relationship exclusively with the Valkyries. We've never been to Valhalla, and yet I feel like it is real. And this is my family. I love them.
I love them. I love what they're doing. I love the way that they're playing. A close game against the Aces. Nothing that they should be disappointed in. They had one win this week over the Fever. Let's go Valks. Kate Martin remains undefeated against Caitlin Clark, for those who care.
I care. This is the kind of, we don't do stats here, but that is a stat that is fun to me because it's about friendship.
It's about friendship. It's about Ohana family.
Yeah.
The Golden State Valkyries also waived Stephanie Talbot this week. A lot of people getting waived this week before we head into All-Star, which makes me think there's going to be some real surprising roster additions to some of these teams once we come back from the All-Star break. Maybe there's going to be some conversations happening at All-Star, some handshaking,
some tampering,
some wire tampering. Yeah, we're gonna have a Watergate situation at.
We don't know. That's the fun thing about All-Star.
It could be whatever you want it to be.
It could be anything.
We do know there will be a big meeting of the minds between the WNBA and the Players Association to talk about the CBA. A sit-down, Sopranos style, if you will. Meeting of the families, if you will. Let's talk about the Phoenix Mercury, huh?
Let's do it. The team that I have pledged not to root for, but I always am kind of like, dang,
they're balling.
They're fun.
Can't be mad at it.
No.
They waived Merjanadu Musa and Kiana Williams to sign Dawana Bonner, bring the family back together. They
brought
say,
her home.
Bring her home. Home came to find her, or whatever she said in that caption. And really it was like, no, you just protested being signed by any other team.
Yeah. It was really like, wow, a place finds you again when the timing is right.
And when you force the hand of that timing. Yeah, we can't be mad at DB.
I fully support her forcing the hand, but it is funny that she's like, if it's meant to be, it will be.
Amazing how the universe just provides. But I will say what the universe did provide that was very fun to watch. Sammy Whitcomb absolutely popping off in their game against the Wings. She had 19 points in the first quarter, and the Wings total as a team had 19 points in the first quarter.
I love Sammy. Sammy's like just like a underdog who's not really an underdog anymore, but I think plays with sort of a little bit of a like something to prove kind of energy.
Yeah,
and
she came to the league at 29, so came later. Set a personal record of 36 points. The announcers were going crazy. They really wanted her to score a 40-plus game so it would be her and Diana Taurasi would be the only players in franchise history to score over 40 points in a game, but it did not happen.
Well, she'll do it later. She'll do it at a later date.
She's just warming up. She is just warming up. And also this week, another personal high for Alyssa Thomas at 29 points. Everybody's setting their own personal best records in Phoenix.
They're really ending this first half of the season with star performances. They're peaking. And I hope it. Yeah.
They still don't even have their full healthy roster because we still don't have Satu out there.
Gosh, I know. I can't think about it too much because I don't want them to win the championship.
I was gonna say, if it's the finals between the Lynx and the Mercury, who would you prefer? I say Mercury. Because then it makes it all worth the while that they would trade away Natasha Cloud, you know?
Yeah, I guess it would have made it worth it. I do think I want the Liberty to win. And if the Liberty don't win,
Okay.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I want the Liberty to win. I just want it to be known.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want Fee to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think losing the way that she lost and then losing an Unrivaled and then losing the Commissioner's Cup, I want Fee, who is one of the greatest players in the world, to have her moment to shine.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't. I probably would pick the Mercury.
Yeah. All that to say, let's go Mighty Mercury. Because I want Copper to get a championship. I want her to get a second championship.
United States of America.
And I want Alyssa Thomas to finally get a championship.
You know
Always
what?
the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Alyssa Thomas has put up with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She has carried the sun on her back for many seasons.
Mm-hmm.
She has shared a gym with the children's birthday party, and now it is time for her to win a WNBA championship. I flipped completely, and now I'm like, let's go Merc.
Yeah. It's amazing what a little conversation will allow you to do.
It's amazing what having no backbone will do.
Sorry, Fee, you're losing again. Hope you don't start another league in response, or another one-on-one competition. She won the one-on-one competition, so don't worry. She wins things.
All right. Well,
she got a gold medal last year. They won the Commissioner's Cup, and she won the one-on-one Unrivaled.
You're right.
Bag.
I like that. I'm like, poor loser Fee,
Yeah.
but like actually she's such a winner. She doesn't need this.
Yeah, she'll get MVP this year. So,
all right, go Liberty.
Go ahead. And the answer to your question of who should win between the Lynx and the Mercury is the Liberty.
Can we talk about the team that I actually kind of want to win if the Liberty can't do it? Let's talk about my Atlanta Dream.
Let's go, best friends.
My best friends.
Prayers up, Ryan Howard.
Oh my gosh. I feel like Ryan is like teetering on the edge of having a very serious injury at every moment of the season.
Put her in a bubble.
I
mean, if she was in that game against the Liberty on Sunday, the Liberty would have lost.
Probably. I really think the Liberty needed a win just for morale purposes. Things have been dark.
Yeah, they're about to lose to the Fever on Wednesday. So I think
I'm going to be there screaming.
Yeah, screaming either way.
I'm about to put myself through like, what is that? The Clockwork Orange. Like holding my eyes open. That's going to be me watching the Fever dog walk my New York Liberty.
Absolutely. But we're not talking about the Liberty right now. We're talking about Amelia's best friends, the Atlanta Dream, who had a win against the Valkyries thanks to a career high game from Naz Hillman at 16 points. And then the loss to the Fever where we saw Ryan Howard get carried off the court, protect Ryan Howard at all costs. And then their loss to the Liberty, despite some real great play from the team. They're at 12-9.
Let's go.
Let's go
Dream.
Let's go Dream. Yeah. I mean, they're such a great team. And I do want to give a shout out. I know I say no men coaches in the WNBA, but I love Carl Smezko.
That's our stepdaddy. That's our stepdaddy.
Stepdaddy, I think you should be coach of the year. Either you or Natalie Nakase.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I think Natalie Nakase should win it.
Yeah.
But
because despite like everyone was like the Valkyries are going to be the
everyone
biggest
was like, are they going to
stinkers.
win a game?
Mm-hmm.
And they're out
Look
here.
at them now.
Look at them
Playoff
now.
Contenders.
I've really loved a lot of the locker room footage and like speeches that I've seen of him talking to the team. It seems like he really just connects with these players in a nice way that I feel like you don't always see between coaches and players.
Absolutely. And I think just like the players really like him, which I think says so much because there's some teams out there that we can tell the players don't like the coach. Not happening in Atlanta.
No, not at all.
They love stepdaddy.
And this is the thing about the Dream is I think they're not as good as they could be, but morale still seems high. And it seems like they're like figuring things out with their coach and with each other. And I think as long as Ryan isn't really hurt seriously, I think they're going to have a great second half of the season.
Yeah, I agree. But let's talk about the New York Liberty.
Gosh.
First of all, shout out to Marquisha Davis. Thank you for your service, champ. You will always be a WNBA champion. Who they waived Marquisha this week. I think something big is coming to the New York Liberty. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope so.
I hope it's Emma Meesseman.
I hope it's Emma Meesseman or a similarly sized player.
Amazing player.
Elena
Delaton.
I think this is. I mean, it's not, I'm sure Marquisha Davis isn't like, oh yeah, I got waived from a team that is a championship contender. But I do think the silver lining of this is she could play on, like, if the Sun picked her up, she could give them some minutes and like actually have some experience and get to develop into the player that like she can be.
Yeah.
And I think she admires Ka Copper a lot. Like, she said in interviews, like, that's her favorite player who she models her game after. And I see it. You see like moments of like she could have that style of play. So
totally.
I want the best for her.
She just needs to go to a team that will play her. And there's so many teams out there, and there's so many teams that will be coming to the league that hopefully she'll find somewhere to be able to go where she can really shine. But shining this week, the New York Liberty, 2 wins against the Aces and against the Dream. Let's
go. Who's really shining?
Who?
And I think she listens to the podcast and she said, you know what? Something has been going on with me and I'm not giving you everything I can. Leo.
She listened. She said, I'm back from Eurobasket. I can wake up now. I'm ready to absolutely dog walk the Atlanta Dream. 21 points. Playing
She's
absolutely great defense. Welcome back. Welcome back. And I do want to make an apology. I hate on Isabel Harrison. I don't hate on her, but I just expect more. She has been pretty good.
She has. I mean, I think she's really stepped up.
Yeah.
In this last few weeks.
Yes. When absolutely needed, she has stepped up. She's been great. Back up to Niara Sabali with the block on BG. That had to feel good.
Had to feel great. Yeah.
Had to feel great. Hitting a 3-pointer. Niara Sabali, let's go.
But this is, I'm telling you, if we are hating on a player, and we're never hating, but if we're critical of a player, they are about to have a breakout performance. Mm-hmm. That is the best signal.
Yeah.
If you're a gambler and you want to like, okay, somebody's going to have over under on points.
Yeah.
Check us out. What have we said about them? Have we been dogging them lately?
Yeah,
they're about to pop off.
Yeah. Listen to our podcast on Wednesdays if you're a betting person, and then we're looking into the weekend.
And if
you might want to adjust.
If you win big,
DM us.
Maybe, DM us. Let us know. We'll celebrate you, and maybe we'll sell you a hat. We do have hats.
We do have hats coming.
Hats are coming.
We do have hats coming for those who care and have emailed us and have texted me nonstop about wanting a hat. And one person I think we should send a hat, and I'd give him a shout out in our outline just because it was such a funny sighting to me. Zach Cherry of Severance fame and of business work fame, if you're a real one, a real comedy one, sitting not courtside for the Liberty Aces games. He was like in the stands with a thunder stick during some free throws for Jackie Young during the Aces game. He wanted that free Shake Shack.
We all want the free Shake Shack. The vibes every time Shake Shack is on the line, everyone's screaming. Yeah. I've never seen the Liberty fans so locked in.
Yeah. You could be the star of an Apple TV Plus show that's about to get Emmy nominations.
And still, the greatest moment of your life
Shake Shack
would be winning Shake Shack.
I think he is like straight male WNBA fan of the week, because you're a fan if you're just sitting amongst the people. You're not sitting courtside, which he has been courtside at the Liberty because he is the star of an Apple TV Plus show.
He is, yeah. But we'd love to send you a hat.
Zach Cherry, we would love to send you a hat. We think you would look really great in a hat. And shout out for using those thunder sticks and for being a loud, proud New York Liberty fan, Zach Cherry.
Can I tell you something funny that I've noticed? And I think it's a coincidence, but the ad that comes up on the Jumbotron right after we don't get the Shake Shack is like a BetterHelp therapy. I think it's BetterHelp. It's one of those online therapy things. So it's like, I wonder if it's like a subliminal, like, you've just been up in this high and now you're down low. Do you need therapy?
Yeah. Or you care this much about getting free Shake Shack. Like, do you need help? Yeah. Do you need help?
You know what?
Yes.
Do need therapy.
Yes.
But I'm going to need therapy less when Jonquel Jones is back.
Yes. Please.
I'll still go and I'll still need therapy, but I'll need it less when Jonquel Jones comes back to the Liberty.
Expected to come back after the All-Star break. Cannot wait.
Cannot wait.
We miss you, Jonquil. You're having great reactions on the sidelines.
But Kelsey, what a week.
What a
What a
week.
first half of a season.
Who will we all be after the All-Star break this weekend? I do not know. Who will we as a league be?
What are we all going to be laughing about? Who will be the Alicia Gray of this All-Star weekend? Remember last year when she like just
Won
took
everything.
over?
Won the 3-point, won the skills contest. Who will be the Alicia Gray?
And who will give us an Enrique level performance without Enrique in the game?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to step up?
All will be revealed at All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis, Indiana.
In Indiana,
That's
Indiana.
That's crazy. And remember, if you're listening and you want to send us there, we'll go.
We'll go.
I don't have big plans this week.
No, I could definitely
I could
get
cancel on all of them.
there. Yeah.
We still say everyone involved with the WNBA is a hero.
Except
Except
the refs.